Let's get it.
It's time.
Welcome everybody to the podcast called The Update. It's your boy Chris. You know, we're going to give you guys the update on new information, new things that's going on, things that's trending. And I want to give a special shout out to my boy IV. I want to say happy birthday to your son Lincoln, man. Shout out to him.
Hey, appreciate you starting it off right.
No problem.
And well, you know, you can't just shout out little Link, okay? Link's 8. Happy birthday, my main man. That's my guy. That's my guy. But right here in studio, we got one of our own too. Hey, it's your birthday. Y'all were born on the same day. I didn't know that till you said that, and I was like, hold on, we've known each other all these years and we didn't. So happy birthday goes out to you.
Appreciate it.
As well, man.
Thank you.
Shout out.
It.
We won't talk about age. I know you don't like to get into that, so we'll skip that.
I talk about my age.
Well,
I'm 32.
All right, so we're going to skip. And shout out to Spider, because his birthday was last week.
Oh, yeah,
so
his birthday was last week.
We didn't get a shout out. We didn't have anything, so shout out Spider.
I'm old.
Well, hey, you're still here. You're still handling business. But, man, you want me to sing happy birthday? Would that make you feel good?
No. You don't got to do that. You don't have to do that.
I want you to feel special on your special day, man.
I already feel special. We in the studio. We working.
Man, you got that right. Hey, first and foremost, it's good to have you back in the studio.
Oh, yeah. Appreciate it. Sorry about that. I couldn't make it last time. But, yeah, I had to, take care of family business. So, family comes first.
You don't have to apologize for taking care of business. But, it's nothing like the energy you get
from being in the studio.
I mean, because I get to look you in the eye, I get to talk trash to you. I get to feel, you know what I'm saying? It's different when you're in the studio. Like, I can look up on the screen, and I had to look, and I had the lights, and
the lights be on you.
I mean, I've been in some some bright, shining lights.
But the lights be on you, boy. Yeah, man. Trust me, I had to, for one, I had to grab all the lamps at my house and put them right next to me. I'm talking about, it was hot as hell.
We were doing some work right before the broadcast.
Yeah, before you came in here, me and Spider connected like earlier. Man, I'm talking about, I had to grab almost every single lamp take the shade off. I'm talking about, it was hot. It was hot on my face.
That's hilarious. Is that why you had the little glistening like?
Man, I was trying hard as hell not to hey, look, we gotta hurry up, man. My face was burning.
That's hilarious. Oh man, temperature rising.
Man,
rising under the spotlight. That's funny. But it's good to be back.
Oh yeah, good to be back. Before we I just want to ask you one thing. It's been on my mind.
Okay.
And before we get on to our recaps and talk about, everything, me and I was talking about this with, Sydney.
Okay.
And Sydney really doesn't have kids. Sydney doesn't have kids, so she, really couldn't explain this.
Okay.
But I was watching this podcast a couple nights ago.
All right.
And they said that this 16-year-old kid, when their dad was asleep, snuck into their room, zelled themselves $7,000 and spent it.
All right.
How would you handle it?
There's a saying going around. I think. Let me make sure I get this right. Is it belt to ass?
Yep, belt to ass. Belt to ass.
No, that's probably the way I would have handled that. First and foremost, how do they know the code to the phone? I've got so many questions. I've got a lot of questions.
I can't answer it. They just said this on the phone.
I know, but you know me. Like when I'm a deep thinker.
Yeah.
And every time that, that's a good topic. Man, belt to ass is the first thing that comes to mind.
Yeah, belt to ass. That's what I was thinking.
And then
I'm filing the police report.
Why?
Because if you could, the disrespect that you have for me, you don't have no respect for me. I'm your parent.
Okay.
For you to say, but still $7,000, you shouldn't steal $1,
right?
$5, anything,
right?
And then you doing this to me, what do you think you're gonna do in the real world?
Well, that's true.
And
but
I'm trying to give you these lessons. So as 16-year-old,
16, okay,
yeah. So if you're doing this at 16, it's gonna continue. You feel like you got away with this. You only gonna go so far.
Right.
I've been 16. I've done stuff at 16. And my mom showed me, all right, we need to talk about that later. But yeah, that's what I'm trying to help you out. Yeah. My mom did that with me, and then that's how I got my life turned around.
Okay.
But now it wasn't nothing like that scenario.
But you stole something at that age. At 16, were you stealing from your parents?
No, I wasn't stealing from my mom.
Okay, you weren't stealing from your mom. Because, you knew the foundation, you knew the repercussions.
Yeah, I wasn't stealing from my mom. I was doing other things.
Okay, sure. Other things.
Yeah.
But the other things still could have taken you down, a bad path.
It took me down a bad path. I went to jail for a year and stuff like that, and
right,
when probation and all of that. So yeah, it took me down a bad path where I was heading, where I went. But now my mom did that one thing, and that's how I got my life turned. That's how I got my life turned around. If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be here.
For sure. Yeah, I look at it as I got to kind of think about the history of the kid.
Yeah.
So I'm going back to, when they were a little bit younger, how they were acting when they were younger. They know the rules. Don't steal.
Mm-hmm.
Don't, all these rules. Everybody's got house rules, I feel like.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So if they, if this kid is doing something and they steal $7,000 from me, which is a lot of money in 2024. That's a lot of money just to say, oh, let me go ahead and
for real
Zell that to me. So go on my trip. I would probably, I wouldn't call the police right away. I would try to handle it and figure out the situation if the relationship is there with the child. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want to try to fix the situation.
I feel you.
And send that right back to me.
Oh, they spent it.
Right away?
Yeah, they spent it. When the parent found out, they spent it.
See, I need to read this whole story. I need
the whole
scoop.
Yeah, they spent it. That's all right. So what I read, they spent it. The dad filed the police report.
Okay.
And he spent the money, and it didn't really start getting. It started reading up like comments and stuff like that from other people from there. But the police coming, and when they come, they're like, "What happened to the kid?" Oh, they ran into the shelf.
Oh, so yeah. An accident.
Belt to ass.
An accident.
Yeah, belt to ass. Yeah, you gonna. Whoo.
Yeah, I think 16 might be too old to really put the belt on
to ass. Anymore. Yeah, them hands right there.
That's the first thing I think of. Yeah, if it's a
you
son or a daughter,
steal like a grown man, you gonna get your ass beat like a grown ass man.
Come on, that's what they need.
Yeah, you want to be a man, you gonna get treated like a man. I can treat you like my son or daughter, but if you want to be treated like an adult,
I'm
gonna show you how if somebody off the street did this to me and what the consequences gonna be.
Correct. No, I like that. That's a good one. Yeah. I like that, man. That's you got me fired up, man. You got me fired up because now I'm like, man, these kids. I know it better not. Come on,
$7,000. And then my thing, what you need for $7,000 at that age?
They had a plan. They had a plan for sure.
Smoking on that Reggie.
You think so?
Nah, it ain't no Reggie nowadays.
It could be Reggie. It got to be something better than that.
Yeah, ain't Reggie nowadays.
Come on.
These kids don't even know about the Reggie. Drinking Mad Dog 2020s, 40s.
Hey, man. You do what you do. you do
they going straight to the hard stuff now.
Right to it. Right to it.
All right. Let's talk about why Leo Ivy got the belt today.
Da, 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 da. And it stays. And still. We're
going to talk about our college football picks.
Wait a minute. Before you go down the list, let me make sure I'm prepared. Okay. All right. See that? Okay. Go ahead, Chief. Let's go.
So, IV picked Ohio State. I picked Ohio State.
Yep. Wash.
IV picked LSU. I picked LSU.
Wash.
IV picked Miami. I picked Miami.
Okay.
IV picked Texas. I picked Florida. IV picked KU. I picked Iowa State.
Wow. Were you mad about that one?
I didn't. You know what? I didn't really get to watch that game.
That's okay.
I didn't get to watch all of it.
I didn't expect you to, but I know when you saw the score, you were like, dang.
I was like, what the hell?
Yeah. Because we're not ranked. Iowa State was ranked 17.
Yeah, that's why I went with that.
Okay. All right. Next.
KU versus Texas. Ivy picked KU. I picked Texas Tech.
No, that was Colorado.
Oh yeah, Colorado University.
Let's go.
CU. My bad. Yeah, CU.
Let's go Buffs. Dion, baby.
And we both picked Virginia over.
Who?
Virginia, VA.
Oh, yeah. Okay, cool.
So,
hey, how many push-ups you got?
I
need 25 push-ups, either on camera or we got to go live, one of the two, because you have to pay your bet.
All right, we go live one of these days.
Ooh.
Next time we hoop, we'll go live. We'll do it after we hoop.
And still,
we'll do it after we hoop.
I keep it nice and shiny, baby. Take care of the belt.
Because
champ is here.
I'm not about to be hooping, doing 25 and go hoop after before.
Why not?
Man, heck.
Might help with your shot a little bit.
Okay.
Oh, my bad. Oops.
Oops. When we played 21, did you win one?
Man, I'm not gonna make excuses. I did not win one.
Okay.
But 21 is a different deal. Like I can't even get like all the way into the game. 21 is for literally 21-year-olds. You know, that's for younger cats. You know, I'm a more mature basketball player. If I'm gonna play 1-on-1 or 5-on-5, sometimes 2-on-2. It's real. It's realistic.
Sounds like excuses to me.
No excuses here, man.
It's all good.
Check the tape.
It's all good. Yeah, I won. Like we played 4 games and I won 2 or 3 of them.
21, man. It's 21.
Oh, still. And then it was a couple moves. I was I surprised myself with. I was like, what the hell?
See, that's how you know. He talking all this trash about I wanted 21. And you're surprised you had moved. See, that's how I know.
It's been a while. I took the old me and brought that out of me back when I was back at home balling. That came out.
All right. Retro Chris in the building.
Oh yeah. All right. So let's pick our week 12 picks?
Is it week 12 already?
Yes, week 12 already.
We're flying through the season.
I know.
What are we doing here?
Get our week 12 picks.
Time ain't slowing down, is it?
Oh, nah.
All right, I'll start it off. We got Utah versus Colorado.
Utah versus Colorado. I'm going with Colorado.
That one starts. Okay, you got CU.
Who you got?
I'm going to take, let's see.
Where they playing at?
They are.
In Utah, right?
No, let's see. I want to say Colorado's at home.
I think they're away.
No, Colorado's at home.
Are they at
home?
Home
game. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So then, I'm picking Colorado.
Okay. I'm going to take Colorado as well.
One thing about Utah, I'm not picking Utah, but one thing about Utah, they be beating teams when the other team needs to win. Like, they do that. Like, they did that with USC. When USC tried to make it to the playoffs, they beat them. And that's how Ohio State made it in going against Georgia. They did that to another team. They wasn't ranked. I forgot who it was, but it was last year, and they was trying to get into a bowl game, and they beat them, and then they couldn't make it. Like, one thing about Utah, they do be on that.
So they play spoiler pretty much.
Yeah. But I'm still going with Colorado.
Okay, Colorado. We both take Colorado. Clemson versus Pitt. And it's at Pitt.
I'm going to go with Pitt.
Okay, I'm going to take Clemson. Okay. You got South Carolina versus Mizzou.
Man, South Carolina, they've been balling.
I'm going to take Mizzou at home.
They've been balling.
All right. So, K-State versus Arizona State.
That's going to be a good game because they both 7-2, even though one's not ranked.
Right.
And I think they at K-State, that's the only thing I think they got advantage of.
Okay.
I think I'm going to go with K-State because they have something to play for. Because if they win, because they have to – so if Colorado and K-State win out, Colorado only goes to the bowl game. They don't go to the Big 12 championship.
Well, you still got BYU in there.
Yeah,
too.
That's what I'm saying.
So,
but I'm saying if K-State and Colorado both win out,
right.
K-State beat Colorado. So
so they have the
they got the advantage. Yep.
Okay, gotcha. So you taking K-State?
Yeah.
For betting purposes, I'm gonna take. Dang,
that's a tough one.
It is. I'm gonna take K-State.
K-State?
Yeah, I'm gonna take K-State.
That's because they, like I said, they at home too.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good one.
Yeah.
All right. Last but not least, Tennessee versus Georgia. Them dogs.
Oh, they at home too, right? Georgia.
Who's at home? I don't know who's at home.
Yeah, Georgia's at home.
Okay, Georgia. Okay.
They won 28 straight games at home. I think that's the second most in SEC history, and that's Georgia's longest streak. And I think it's the second longest streak in SEC history. So I don't know, man. I don't believe in Carson Beck at all.
That's what I was going to ask you. It comes down to quarterback play.
Yeah, I don't believe in Carson Beck at all.
Okay, who you got? Let's go. Tough pick. Doesn't matter. You're going to be doing more push-ups anyways, so let's go.
You know what? Since they got that streak, I'm going to go with Georgia.
You taking Georgia? I'm taking Tennessee. Okay. There we have it.
Yeah. I'm going to go with Georgia because, like I said.
You feel good about it?
Yeah, because one thing about Tennessee quarterback, he ain't all that good neither. And then Georgia at home, they defense.
Yeah. That's what's kept them in the game.
Is their defense.
Their entire season.
Because their offense, Carson Beck is not that dude.
But he's a second-half player. I feel like, first half, he's throwing at least 3 picks.
That's crazy. He threw 6 last year, and this man's thrown 11 or 12 already.
Woo.
Yeah, I think he's 17 and 11.
And I know I asked you this before, but how is he still starting? Oh, yeah, there's nobody
behind him.
Yeah.
When you don't got nobody behind you, what you gonna do? You can take those risks. But when you got somebody behind you, you ain't gonna
It's kind of like the Texas quarterback situation.
Yeah,
with Ewers and
he knows he can't mess up because if they took him ass out of that Georgia game and they thought that Manny was gonna come in and they blew Manny ass up and they had to put him back in there.
Go rest, son. Ice up, son.
Yeah, they blew his ass up too. I was like, damn.
That's funny. That's funny. All right, so we just picked a few. We got the Week 12 picks. You want to talk about now a couple NFL picks?
Yeah, let's go to the NFL. Then before the NFL, then we're going to talk about the one thing.
Let's slide in. Hey man, we got a few topics. We trying to hit a few things.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay,
for sure.
Let's hit this NFL, man, and let's pick two crucial games.
Okay. The first game.
Who you got?
Oh, Steelers versus the Ravens. Where they playing at?
Oh my goodness. See, I should have done my homework on this one.
I think they playing at Baltimore.
Okay. All right. You want me to lead it?
Yeah, you lead with this one.
Okay. So the momentum the Steelers have is crazy because a lot of people weren't sure what Russ was going to do. But Russ is cooking.
Yeah, he is.
Russ is cooking.
Because he got somebody behind him who can take his spot.
That's right. And this is a rivalry game. This division rivalry game is always brutal. So I'm gonna take the Steelers in this game.
Ooh. In Baltimore?
Yeah. Mike Tomlin gonna have the boys ready. Defense is showing up. Russ is cooking.
Okay.
Let's go.
All right. I figured out who I'm going to pick, but I just want to throw some facts out there.
Okay, let's
Lamar Jackson been playing phenomenal this year.
Yes,
he looks more like a quarterback now. He's strong. He's been pinpoint. He's been accurate, and he's been making smart decisions on his throws. Okay. And with that, it's dangerous because you don't know to guard, you don't know to cover the wide receivers, you don't know to get him. So he can run. And you got Derrick Henry in the back. If they feed him the ball, ain't no stopping that man.
Yes. Okay. So
but I'm still going with the Steelers. I'm still going with the Steelers. So you're
coming with all the facts.
Yeah, I'm still going with the Steelers because I don't know. It's just something about they shouldn't have lost to the Browns, and somehow the Browns pulled that off. So the Browns defense is not as good as the Steelers defense.
Right.
And they found a way to stop them, but also they had Derrick Henry run the ball 11 times. So maybe they learned from their mistakes, but I'm still going with the Steelers because I don't know about that rivalry. It's always Steelers coming up on top.
Right. Do you think they're trying to kind of reserve Derrick Henry for like a playoff push and just, really, really holding back on his carries, keep him fresh? You think that's something?
I don't know. I wouldn't want to do that because you want to get this man in the rhythm.
Right.
You don't want to hold him back because then the man's not going to strive and be in the rhythm. I don't know. Yeah. That's like saying like, all right, we'll say Travis Kelce, it's
Okay.
like week 15, they undefeated still, and they're like, all right, we just gonna have you rest.
Sure.
You don't want that, because then when he gets on the field, he's not himself. He's not, loose. Like when we play football, when we took a break and we come back and we didn't practice at all, we just look sloppy.
Right. But Derrick Henry's still getting reps.
You saying that not giving him as much?
As much, yeah. So it's the amount of carries he's getting per game, kind of just trending. It starts trending up the later in the season it gets.
That could be it. Cause if they did that with them punk ass Chiefs, I would love it.
You're gonna have a lot of people on here very disappointed.
I don't give a damn
that you. Oh yeah, because I know. Yeah.
I don't give a damn.
Obviously,
I hate the Chiefs.
It's very clear.
I hate the Chiefs. I hate the Kingdom, that stadium. What you call it? Burrowhead. That's what it's called.
Come on, man. Come on, man. You can't call it Burrowhead. Stop it. Okay. All right. So we both took the Ravens. Mm-hmm. I mean, sorry, Steelers. Excuse me.
Yeah, Steelers.
Excuse me. I was getting off key. All right. So both got Steelers. All right. Next big game. Who we got?
I got the Bills. Bills and Chiefs. I got the Bills all day.
You taking the Bills?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, because you hate the Chiefs.
I hate them so much.
Perfect. I'm going to take the Chiefs.
Well, Josh Allen is 3-1 versus Patrick Mahomes in the regular season.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Nobody cares about the regular season, though.
Hey, this ain't the playoffs. We talking about regular season.
You're right. You're right. And you talking about this belt right now, right? You trying to get this belt.
I'm going to get it. I am.
All right. All right. We're going to see.
I'm going to get it.
That's what's up.
Because them Bills going to beat on them weak-ass Chiefs. I can't stand the Chiefs.
You came with some hate today. It's your birthday. You're supposed to be all love, man.
Now when we bring up the Chiefs, ain't no love.
It's like the Chiefs, Michigan. Who else?
I don't like the Chiefs. I don't like that team up north.
Oh, you don't even say their name?
Nope. On a week of
Is that a typical thing?
Yep. On that week of when we play them, I do not. Well, everything when it comes with an M, I have a red X. And like, say if I put like, hey, you need me to help you move, I put an X right there on the M.
So anything with an M.
Yeah, anything that's with an M, I put an X on it during that week. Oh, I don't like that team up north. I don't like their colors. I don't like their jersey. I don't like their logo. I don't like the stadium. I don't like shit about them. I don't like that weak-ass coach they got.
Was that the dude that was crying last
time?
Yeah,
like, come on, man. Shut that shit up.
He was happy, boy. He was happy.
And look what happened now. Everybody like, he's going to be the next one. Yeah, okay.
I haven't even looked at their record.
Yeah, I think
pretty bad.
They 5-6.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oops.
You see what happens when they don't cheat?
Wow.
Yep.
So you calling them out?
Yeah, they cheated. It's a whole documentary on it on Netflix.
Yeah, I didn't watch it.
Oh, you didn't watch it?
Nah.
You usually watch those untold stories?
Sometimes. If I get a chance, I'll check them out. But
Yeah.
I didn't see the Michigan one.
Oh, yeah. He was, They caught him on the sidelines, getting people's plays.
Stealing signals?
Yep. And no, he was doing more than stealing signals. He was on the sidelines, like, disguised as people on the team.
Wow.
And he was hiring people to go to different games and steal stuff, like stealing signs and plays.
I remember hearing about that.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was the whole scandal. That's why he left.
That's why that man left.
That's basically why he left, because it was about to.
Yeah, it was about to go down. I would leave too.
Yeah.
And ain't allegedly, but we know.
You know the truth?
Yeah. But I got to say allegedly.
I got you.
So, yeah, I'm going with the Bills.
Okay. All right. Well, speaking of Netflix, there was a big fight on last night. few undercards, but the main card was the Tyson versus Paul.
Yeah.
Did you get to tune in?
Man, I had to go on 3 different devices because I didn't know because I thought it was like, man, like, is this my Wi-Fi?
Is it your Wi-Fi?
Yeah. I'm like, is this my Wi-Fi acting up?
Man.
So I was in the living room watching it.
Okay.
Then it start acting up. So I go to my phone.
Mm-hmm.
And my phone, yesterday I left my phone and my watch in the room. I didn't want to really be bothered because I just wanted to spend a day with my daughter.
Okay.
So I was like, all right, it's late. You got to go to bed anyway. So I run in my room like, all right, I'm going to watch it. So I started watching it on my phone. And it kept saying like, cannot be played. This title couldn't be played. This era. So
Did you get the buffering?
Yeah,
thing, like 25%.
I was like, bro, I know you lying.
75.
I was like, I was like, this Wi-Fi is ass. So I was like, let me take it off Wi-Fi and use my 5G.
Right.
And it was still doing the same thing. I'm like, but then I go on different videos, it'll play like that. Even when I was on Wi-Fi. So I was like, okay, so I go on X, which used to be called Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
I go on that. And everybody's complaining about it. Like, so I was like, okay, it's just not me. So,
right.
No cap. Shout out to Antonio Brown because he was recording it, and that's how I was watching it for a little bit before my Netflix started.
Hold on, you was watching AB's recording
on Twitter, bro? Because
of the internet.
Because it was not showing. Like I saw a lot of people like, I can't even watch this man come, like the Jake Paul or Tyson come through in the ring because it was.
You couldn't see the walk up.
No, it kept
still.
Yeah, and I'm like, man, a lot of people was complaining about this. Like,
yeah,
I love Netflix. Netflix got a lot of stuff, but come on, man, if we gonna do another live stream, we gotta do better than this.
Hey, I don't think they were prepared for the amount of people that were getting on the server, man. Like,
it's Tyson.
I know. It's Tyson, but Anyways, yeah. There were some issues for sure. There was a lot. There's a lot of memes going around, and
I'm glad it wasn't just me. I swear, I was about to call you like, hey man, you having this problem?
Yeah, we're having issues too.
But I was like, I'm on my phone right now. I don't want to call him and mess up my chance if it reboot, if it boosts up and I can't watch it.
And you can't get back in.
Yeah,
so you gotta get kicked out. That's
so I was like, I just wait tomorrow to ask him.
That's hilarious.
But even Spider said the same thing, so I was like, all right, that made me feel comfortable.
Yeah, made you feel a little better.
Yeah,
not your 5G.
Oh yeah, but before we get to that,
okay,
Jake Paul and Tyson says that was the main event. Let's talk about those females.
Woo.
Taylor and I think the other girl was Sperano.
Yeah,
Katie Sperano.
Sperano.
Yeah, Katie Sperano.
Okay.
And Amanda Taylor, and Katie Sperano. Those women, that's what I call boxing.
That was crazy.
That to me, that was the main event.
That right there, yeah. They had nonstop action.
Man.
And I think the Katie Taylor was her name, and Amanda Serrano. Apologies if we're getting those names incorrect. But I need to look that information
up.
No, it's
you got it.
Just look it up. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I don't like to be wrong on names. I like to make sure I pronounce names correctly.
Yeah.
Because I would want somebody to pronounce my name. That's just me. Anyways, that fight was so intense. But the more I watched it, I was like, okay, they were talking about Katie Taylor being a little bit dirty.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, even her coach was saying that. I'm like, she's a nice girl. She's like a wonderful person.
Yeah,
but she's dirty. This is not the first time she's done this.
Right. And she was leading every time with that head. She was just leaning.
Yeah.
Because Serrano was getting her, man. Like she was ta-ta-ta.
Boy, they both was.
They were. Ooh. But when she got that cut, I had to turn away a little bit because I get a little, I'm not a big fan of blood. Oh, yeah,
I'm not
a
big fan of that neither.
I thought her eye was about to fall out like that thing.
Yeah, when they zoomed in when she was on that cut, I'm like, can they back the fuck up?
Yeah, I don't need the close up.
Yeah, like nobody want to see that.
You can see that from the nosebleeds.
Yeah, can you back up?
Back up.
Like back the fuck up, man. Ain't nobody trying to see that.
Oh man,
people's stomach get a little queasy.
Yeah, I was struggling a little bit.
Oh yeah, but that was to me that was the main event fight.
The result though, what's your thoughts?
I feel like she got robbed.
I agree.
I feel like she got robbed. She landed way more punches. She did way more damage. Only reason she got that cut was because of that headbutt.
Yes.
If it wasn't for that headbutt, she wouldn't have not got that. She wouldn't have gotten that cut.
Right.
And she was tearing that girl up.
That's a different level of toughness, in my opinion, because your eye is halfway open, or your eyelid, excuse me, is halfway open. It's hanging in your eye. You can't see. You got blood
in your eye,
pouring down, and she's out there giving it her all
with one eye.
With one eye, and was still tagging old girl. That right there, I don't think a lot of people understand how difficult that is.
Oh my
I
gosh.
don't. But just watching it, I'm like, man, there's no way,
God. Bro.
I couldn't do that.
I ain't gonna lie. You know what I was thinking?
What's that?
When I was watching that fight, I was like, man, think about I couldn't date one of them, and I got a text message at 1 a.m. I'm gonna get my ass beat the fuck up.
Come on, man.
They putting hands on. They putting hands.
Hey,
like what?
To the face.
Man, I'm gonna be looking like an old girl. Man, but no, that was a good ass fight. That was a good fight.
That was fire.
That was man. I ain't gonna lie. I was on the edge. I was on the edge of my couch, just like,
yeah.
I was on the edge of my couch. Like at first, I was laid back. I got a sectional, so I was just laid back, like with the comfort around me and stuff, coming up with stuff for the day, and I put my phone down. I think I called you in the middle of that. No, I called you after the other fight. Before the
women's. Yeah.
And then I started sitting back. Because like I said, I left my phone in my room. So I just started sitting back watching it.
Yeah.
Coming up stuff for the day. Then I was the first round, like, okay. Then the second round, like, oh, damn.
Yeah.
Then the third round, I got closer. Then by the end, I was jumping up and down like, oh.
It was action packed for sure.
Yeah. That was a fight.
Yeah, when I saw my phone ringing before that fight started, I was a little disappointed. I said, "What this fool call me for right now?" Boy, I almost cursed.
Because I was doing stuff earlier, and I was like,
I know.
I like, and I was in my mind, I'm like, I do not want to call this man during these fights. But I said we was gonna call each other.
Yeah, we was gonna chop it up. I knew, and we kept it short. And
we kept
to
it
the
short.
point, and like right back to it, because those are some good fights. Man.
Yeah, that first fight was in. The second fight was okay. That third fight, that was
those dudes were.
Yeah,
they were good, man.
Yeah,
the Ramos and
Blama, Barrio, something like that.
Yeah, Barrios.
Yeah,
dog, they were battling.
Yeah, they were.
Oof.
They were. That was a good fight, also.
To get knocked down and get back
up and still go at it. That was a good fight.
Come on, man.
So let's talk about the main event.
Let's do it.
Everybody I saw, and I've been talking to my employees, my employees, my boys, you. I don't think we really talked about it that much, but a lot of people sat here and said, "Oh man, Tyson gonna knock him out." I knew Tyson wasn't gonna knock out Jake Paul. Tyson's 58, but come on, he looked his age. You can't beat Mother Time, man. But hey, I give that man's props. He still knocked my ass out for his age.
Yeah,
he could probably come in this room, whoop all three of us up.
Yeah.
But I gave that man props. But you could tell he gave that first 2 rounds. I was like, okay, but after that, it was over with.
Yeah. So, do you give credit to Jake Paul for what he did? Like, what's the rest of it? Like, how you feel about the entire thing? Because
I respect him. He's doing his thing.
Okay.
But I want to see him fight like Errol Spence, Crawford.
Okay.
What's those brothers' names again? I forgot their names. I forgot they twins. I forgot their names.
Man, see.
You know what I'm talking about, though, right?
I think I do, but I don't remember. See,
Spider, you know who they are?
I don't know the boxing game that well.
Damn. I forgot their names. They twins.
Twin brother boxers.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Well, he can't fight Ryan Garcia because he's suspended.
Charlo's.
Yeah.
The Charlo. Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
He can't fight Ryan Garcia because he's suspended.
Right.
Canelo, Triple G.
Would Canelo fight him though? Would that be?
Canelo ain't gonna fight him.
Okay.
So
somebody realistic. I mean, we need somebody who's actually gonna, get in.
Crawford ain't gonna fight him. Crawford, yeah. Those boxers not gonna fight because they take him as like, bro, I'm not gonna.
But it's also a different weight class too. He's got heavyweight.
Yeah, but he moved up to heavyweight.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, he picked up weight to fight Mike Tyson.
All right.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, but man. I respect it. Is this something that you want to do? Who am I to sit here and say you can't do it?
Right.
I respect anybody, anything they do. They put their mind to and they take it serious. Hey man, I respect it.
That's a fact. Yeah.
But
that's respect.
So, but my thing is, you sitting here and going around, I beat Mike Tyson. Man, it's 60.
I don't think he's gonna brag like that. Yeah, I think he understands the situation.
Yeah.
It was more of like, something off a bucket list.
Yeah, to fight Mike Tyson. Yeah, I feel you.
Shout out Mike. You know, he did what he had to do. I know going into the fight, you always hope that like he can turn back the time and just something clicks and he's like,
he looked older.
I mean, yeah.
He looked I'm saying he looked older then when he did that Roy Jones one.
Yeah.
4 years ago.
4 years.
Yeah, but he looked good. Now, this was 4 years ago. I think because man, when he was tagging Roy Jones Jr., I was like, okay,
right.
He got something in his tank.
But he was in better shape last night.
Oh, last night?
I think he was in better shape last night than he was in that Roy Jones fight. If you go look at that Roy Jones fight, he looks a little bit overweight. He was still moving good. Yeah, he's 4 years younger. But last night, like the overall appearance, when you look at his physique, it was like, dang, Mike still got the mic. He's still Iron Mike.
Yeah, I feel you.
But he just couldn't get his legs going.
Yeah, you can tell.
And Roy Jones was they need somebody better commentating. Don't get me wrong, I love Roy Jones. But man, he was wearing me out with his commentating. But he was right. He said, look at his legs, look at his legs. He kept talking about his legs. I was like, yeah, you're right. He's not moving. And after the fight, they asked, was there an injury? Because he had on the knee brace.
Yeah.
When he came out in the knee brace, I'm like, okay. But he could have got up that morning. When you're 50s, when you pass 30, anytime you get out of bed and you do something, hey, you could tweak something. Just I don't know, man. That right there, man. It was crazy. It was entertainment, excuse me.
Yeah.
Is what the fight was.
Yeah.
And that's what I expect. I didn't expect any knockouts or anything crazy.
No, I didn't expect that neither.
I'm thankful that Jake Paul did kind of back off, because I think if he had kept pressing, he probably could have hurt Mike.
Yeah,
yeah. That's the way it was looking.
Yeah, he could have.
So
could have really hurt that man.
Yeah.
I didn't like what his brother said.
What'd he say?
Mike was like, "I'm gonna fight his brother." He was like, "Motherfucker, I'll kill you." Like, no shit. The man is 60. You bragging about whooping a 60-year-old man ass like that?
Come on, man.
Like, yes, you will whoop his ass.
Yeah.
He's 60 years old.
What you gonna do?
Now, one thing I can say, this ain't Prime, because Prime Mike, that shit would have been over with within 30 seconds. That's why people used to hate ordering his fights.
Yeah, because you had to pay all that money and then
in 30 seconds, the man knocked somebody out. He's like,
yeah,
I just paid all this money.
Just like that.
And then, what's funny? That pay-per-view fights, I think like what, $199 now, like almost like $100, like $200 or something, like $100 to $200. Yeah. And back then, I think pay-per-view fights was like $70 to $90.
That's crazy. Yeah, it's inflation.
Yeah,
it's part of it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's crazy.
For sure. But that was I'm just glad to see Mike, doing something that he loves, and I think that's what everybody was inspired by, doing something that he loved at that age, and for his age, like I said, he still looked good,
Yeah, he's still doing his thing.
Yeah, but time catches up with people, and then it happens.
Yeah,
It happens.
But he's staying sharp, man. He's doing what he loves, and he's very good at it. Because when you look at him, I was like, yeah, he's ready to kill somebody.
Yeah, like time catches up. Like I always used to be my little cousin in the race, always, and now he finally beat me.
Right.
And he like, I got you. I'm like, well, you should.
Was it like a 40-yard dash race or what?
Yeah,
what do you?
Yeah, it was 40. I'm like, you should. You go to school for track, number one.
Oh.
And number two, you younger than me.
Right.
Like, you got to think. I had injuries. I'm getting older. I'm not in the best of shape like I was back then when we used to race.
Right.
Like, yeah, you should beat me.
How are you? Let me ask you this, because you said you raced him. How are you? You're injured quite a bit. What's going on, man? Why are you injured?
No, I wasn't injured. I said I had injuries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you've had a lot of injuries. Is it something that's like from lack of stretching? Are you not doing yoga? Are you not what how do you get injured so often? Because I mean, we play. I just got to ask you. Every time I talk to you, you got an ankle injury or a thigh injury or a groin. And I'm like, dang, bro.
Okay. You all right? Well,
I got to put you on the spot.
No, I say, well, when we used to play football,
yes, sir.
Half of the time I used to show up to the field drunk, so
injuries.
Yeah, I didn't have enough, water. I didn't drink enough water. I didn't stretch.
You didn't prepare.
Yeah,
gotcha.
But then after I stopped drinking, the injuries didn't happen.
There you go.
Only injury that I did have, that's this thing, was a shoulder one.
Mm-hmm.
And that was me trying to dive for somebody's flag, and I landed wrong.
I remember that.
That's something that can happen to anybody. It don't matter who it is, but yeah. I tried to dive for somebody's flag, and I landed on my shoulder wrong. But besides that, that was the only injury that I had, and that one lingered. I probably should have stopped playing afterward and just let it rest up, but I kept trying to play, and that's
what we do.
Yeah,
we play through injuries.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And I just want to get your feedback on that because we talk about sports. We watch people get injured each and every week.
Yeah.
High contact sports, whether it's basketball, football, all the other major sports.
Oh yeah, but that groin one, I don't know. That groin one's I didn't stretch that day. Well, I did stretch. I really don't know how I tweaked my groin, and it was right before the game. I thought I didn't stretch enough. Yeah. Like I pulled the muscle, and then I end up playing. Then I end up playing another game. Then I end up playing another game, and I end up finishing that season. And I remember after that season, I'm like, yo, I can't play.
Right.
I can't even I think when I say this to people just think I'm exaggerating. Like, no, I physically couldn't run. Like, if a dog came after me, I physically wouldn't be able to run. Like, I don't know what it was, but my body wouldn't run. Like, I tried to run, but it just wouldn't happen. Like, I couldn't run.
Right.
And that groin injury took a long ass time.
Those are the ones, man,
to heal.
You said it. They linger, is what happens, and they're just hard to get rid of them.
Man, I'm talking about because that happened. That season stopped in August. Mm-hmm. And I remember I didn't come back and play with you guys till like February or March.
Oh,
and then
spring season.
Yeah, but the season started in July. Mm-hmm. So like I said, I tweaked it on the first game before we played, and I didn't come back. So the injury started from July all the way to February. And then when I came back, I still wasn't even 100%.
Yeah.
So I didn't know groin injuries took that long.
Yeah, it depends on what you do to recover too. I mean, I know you were doing what you need to do, stretch, things of that nature, but it's all about the rehab.
Yeah, and I still like going to work and messing it up sometimes, me working in the restaurant industry, like sometimes you slip on a little bit of water or something, and I
try to catch yourself.
Yeah.
And then there it goes. Tweaked.
Yep. And I retweak it. And man, that was I think me and you and our boy Pat talked about like our injuries.
Yeah.
And I think I had some injuries, but I had some concussions and stuff. And out of that, man, I think that groin one was probably like the worst.
The worst?
Yeah.
Man.
That sucker hurt. Like it's nothing you can do. You just walk and it hurt. Like you moved the wrong way, it hurt. Like when you physically can't run, that's saying something. Like I physically couldn't run.
Yeah.
So yeah, man.
It's one of them.
Yeah, that was like the worst injury. So that's why now I get real cautious about like, doing certain things, like trying to move and something like that. I get real cautious. Oh, I get even like if I pull something right there, I get scared. Like, please don't let this shit happen again.
Yeah, it's always in the back of your mind.
Yeah, and like when we play flag, certain things I'm like, I don't want to. I felt it. I'll stop myself immediately, and I was like, damn, because it's like we said how people who do like injuries, like how do they like, oh man, they didn't bounce back. They ain't playing the same. Yeah, man, that stuff is in the back of your mind, man. I'm like, I can stretch, I could do all of that, but I don't want to pull my groin again.
Yeah,
that shit hurt.
Yeah, you don't want to break a bone again. You don't want to twist an ankle. You don't want to, all these injuries that come with, playing sports. It gets to you.
Yeah,
and then you got to go through all the rehab and all those mornings and afternoons and just learning basically how to do things over
again. Yeah, and say this last thing before you talk about your topic.
Oh yeah, before we get into it.
Yeah, and just on that, man, just physically can't see yourself run, something that we can do as a human. Like, if I want to get up and run right now, I could.
Right.
And not able to do it, it's like, damn, bro. I don't know about, to me personally, that shit kind of worried me because I'm like, damn, like, I don't know, can I be able to run again? Maybe when I did start running again, I was like, I noticed my speed decreased a little bit, and I was like, man, that made me nervous. I remember I used to go on the field. I remember I think, I don't know if I asked you, but I asked people on the team, like, hey man, did I look at, like, do you think I slowed down a little bit?
Yeah.
And some people, I think one person said, like, I don't think you just hitting your stride is there, but I don't think you slowed down. I'm like, and in reality, I was going as fast as I could, and I'm like, damn, I think
it just feels different.
Yeah, it felt a lot different, and like, that stuff was like, stuck with me.
Yeah, man, telling you, hey, well, way to bounce back. You were resilient. You came back. You did what you got to do, man.
Oh yeah, for sure.
All right, let's get into it, man. Before we do, real quick, shout out Stress Balls, Southern Painting. Shout out Southern Painting.
Shout out to Southern Painting.
Hey,
Stress Ball.
Check them out. If you're in the DFW area, go give them a shout out. Free estimates, interior, exterior. You got a home, let us come out see you. All right.
Sure.
Hey, yeah, we need some sponsors. So, Southern Painting sponsor anybody? Liquid Death.
Oh, just
come on.
Great minds think alike.
Who you
Liquid
got?
Death.
Liquid Death.
Oh, come on, Liquid Death.
Who else?
Let's get Liquid Death. Let's get Blue Chew.
Blue Chew? What is Blue Chew? Oh no, Blue Chew. Oh, okay, Blue Chew's I got you. You caught me off guard. Hey man, let's get what you got on your bottle over there.
Chicken Express.
Chicken. Hey, we love chicken, baby. Give me the Chicken Express. Chicken Express. Hey, we need some sponsors. If anybody out there knows or runs a business or has somebody in mind, sponsor us, man. Help us out with some studio time or something.
Yeah, we got it. Yeah.
We'll come shout y'all out.
Always.
Send some business your way. So,
oh yeah.
Anyways, man, this one, God, I really want to pick your brain on this, Chris.
Go for it.
And I want you to kind of think deep and take us back. Okay? Take us back and kind of give us a timeline. Kind of how you started to fall in love with sports. Like, really, take us through the history. Just a few minutes, I'm going to ask some questions in there too, but I want you to just tell the people that are listening, that are watching, from an early age to, your teenage years to where you're at today, like how sports has really, molded you into the young man you are today on your special day.
Okay.
Can you do that?
Yeah.
All right, share with the people. Let's hear.
So the reason I got into the sports, I want the hose. I'm playing. I'm playing. Oh
man, the update has now been canceled. We won't be back next week.
Nah.
All right, come on, man.
Nah,
that's a good one.
Nah, seriously though,
Pardon me.
I grew up in Chicago. I grew up in this area called Riverdale. It's a rough area, and man, only thing you got over there is either, really game bang, like the same old story. gang banging or selling drugs or playing sports.
Okay.
And my uncle really got me into sports. Like, he was a big sports, and my grandpa, they loved sports, watching sports, talking about sports. So I used to, just watch it with him as a kid and stuff. Yeah. And I fell in love with basketball. It's just, man, I just used to play at PE, and I didn't know what I was doing at first, but then I used to just sit here and just shoot and stuff.
Yeah.
Shoot around, and I think I take 30 shots and hit like 2 threes in a row. I'm like, oh shit, I'm cold.
Yeah,
Just then my mom bought me a basketball hoop from the backyard.
Okay.
So that's where that came. That's when that came about, and I used to practice. I wish my grandpa was still, living right now, because I would have called him, and he could have told you that I used to practice when I lived in Chicago. I didn't care if it was raining. I didn't care if it was cold. I didn't care if it was like not snowing like crazy, but like light snow.
Yeah.
I'm in the backyard. I'm shooting around. I'm shooting. And I remember my grandpa told me, boy, you don't get out this rain and get your butt in this house. What's wrong with you?
Right.
And I love to play. I love to play basketball. And it was just, everybody in the neighborhood would come and we all be playing on my basketball rim. It got to the point, it'd be so many of us, we have to drag it into the front.
Yeah.
And play.
So you had like neighborhood kids and siblings?
My brother used to play and stuff like that
a
little bit. He was okay. He tried to do all that and one shit, and it used to piss me off because he'd actually throw the ball and hit you in the head like, look, motherfucker. But and believe it or not, man, like, I used to be able to, like, at that time, throwing the football, like, I used to throw it like far, but it wasn't hitting like accurate, but it was like I could have thrown it far.
Yeah.
And they used to say, "Damn, Shorty got an arm right there." And I used to love people like, giving me compliments, saying that.
Yeah.
So
make you want to keep going.
Yeah, that's what made me keep going. But then the first time, the reason I leaned into basketball more than football, especially, I lived up north, so basketball is more bigger than football up north.
Okay.
And, yeah. Football is more of a southern thing than it is up north. Up north is more like basketball. I'm not saying people don't play football, but it's more, you got more hoopers up there.
Yeah.
And then, the reason I linked into basketball more is because we used to call this thing called, I forgot the name. But you could throw the football in the air and somebody catching, it's every man for theyself.
Okay.
And you know what I'm talking about?
Nope.
Yeah. So like you'll throw the football.
Yeah.
And whoever catches it, you gotta get past everybody and try to get to the we say this is the end zone.
Oh, okay,
gotcha.
Zone
and stuff.
Yeah.
And you got the whole field. So
everybody
if it's 20 people out there, everybody trying to tackle you.
Yeah.
And that's how the whole knee injury came about.
So at an early age,
so I got tackled the wrong way. And so then that's why I was like, this shit hurt.
Right.
I was like, I'm good on this. I was like, basketball hurt, but it don't hurt like this.
Not like that.
Yeah. So then I went to basketball. I played 6th grade. I played 5th grade, 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade.
Like rec leagues?
Teams. Like I was on
school rec
teams.
leagues.
Yeah.
Oh, because school teams typically, I don't know for me, I don't know how it was for you, but like school teams didn't start till like 7th, 8th grade.
It started in 6th.
6th grade for you?
Yeah, 6th grade.
Okay.
5th grade of rec league, 6th grade, I was actually on the team.
Okay.
Yeah, 6th. But I don't think I was supposed to be on the team. I think the coach lied and said I was a 7th grader.
Wow.
Yeah.
We need to get some of these photos of you back in the day. That's what we need, some of these throwback photos.
Yeah, like at home, I got 2 medals and a trophy and my mom from basketball.
Let's put them on the update.
And then, so I got 1 medal for MVP for a basketball tournament. That I got MVP for the tournament. And I remember they shout me out. They called my name. I wasn't expecting that. I didn't even know they was giving out awards and stuff like that. Real talk. I just went there just to hoop and play,
Yeah.
And I got that. Then I got another medal from, just playing for our school. The trophy is the one I really appreciate. Because I remember I traveled to California to go play, and I played point. And I had to play center.
Right.
Because both of our centers got sick, and they was brothers. They both got sick, and they couldn't play.
Yeah.
So they didn't show up. So I ended up having to move over to center.
Okay.
And there's nobody who can sub in because I was the tallest dude on the team at that point.
Sure.
So I played every single minute of every quarter, and we made it to third place in I think a 20 team tournament.
Okay.
And it started like at 7 a.m.
Ooh.
And I remember it started at 7 a.m., 7 to 8, and I didn't get home till like 6.
But you young.
7 at night. Yeah.
You know, that's...
Yeah, it was fun, but I was still like, during a break when you watch other teams play, everybody like, oh, man, you want to run around and play because, like you said, we young. We get a break. The coach let us like get something to eat, relax. Man, I remember I was sitting back with my CD player, my MP3 player, just on the bleachers, just laying down with a towel over my head because I was tired as hell.
Yeah.
The only break that I get was at because then they had halves. They didn't really have quarters at those young ages and stuff like that.
Okay.
So I think you would play like a 15-minute, like 12-minute half, 12 to 15-minute half, something like that.
What age? What age?
Were you then? I was 14.
Okay.
14.
So that's the teenage years.
Yeah.
All right.
I was like 14. Yeah, I was 14.
So that's not playing for the school? Is that school or rec?
That was a rec league.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a rec league.
Did you play for the school in your teens?
Nah, I wanted to. So I was gonna go I went out for the basketball team, tried out, made it. I didn't get a physical.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't get a physical. And from there, that's when I chose a different path. And
right.
I chose a different path. I chose to hang out in the streets and shit like that. But I was always into sports and stuff still. Yeah. Like, I remember the coaches used to sit here and say, like, hey, young man, you going down the wrong path. Like, I see something in you when it comes to these sports. And I was like, at the time, like, shut up. I ain't trying to hear that shit.
Right. Young and...
Yeah, young.
Yeah.
But I knew if I knew what but I can't, you know what? If I knew what I knew now, I still choose that. I still choose the path that I went down to because it led me to where I'm at. And it led me to what I'm doing for my future.
Yes, sir.
And I don't believe in any like all regrets or anything like that. I don't believe in that, man.
Yeah.
Because I don't have nothing to regret. I made my choices and stuff. So, and that made me like, control. It made me learn patience, control anger.
Right.
Because I had to learn how to control anger. Because one of the tournaments I played in, this kid was balling me up, bro.
He was getting you?
He was putting in that work. Man, he tried to go off for a layup, and I punched him.
Well, hold on, wait a minute. So you were just, you were getting smoked then. If you gotta, you were getting cooked left and right.
He was cooking my ass.
You was tired of getting cooked, so you.
That man had 28 points on me.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm a sore loser. Hell no. And this is me and him played each other before in tournaments.
Okay.
I got sick of the shit. So this is the first time I let him make it.
Yeah.
That was when I got the MVP. The second time, I got sick of the shit, man. Hell no. Yeah. You not about to keep doing me up. Like, nah. So I fouled his ass. I act like I was trying to go for a block, but I knew what I was doing.
Yeah.
Smacked him dead in this shit.
Ooh. Dang. Teed up, kicked out of the game.
Yeah, I did. And that's when I mean by it showed me, learned me patience and how to control my anger. Because I let my team down. Because I should have been playing.
Right.
I let my team down. Yeah. So
for you to recognize that, that's
I let my team down.
Yes, sir.
And then I remember they was like, they got on my head in the locker room. And I remember I made an apology. I was like, look, I messed up. I apologize. I shouldn't have done that, But the dude kept cooking me, man. Like, what do you want me to do? Like, I was stumbling and shit. I was looking like Chris Paul, how Steph Curry did Chris Paul. Like, he had me on skates. Like that. I never fell, but he had wobbling. So I got sick of the shit.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Had to change it.
Oh, yeah. I had to. I got sick of it. But I remember one game Then I'm gonna ask you how you got into it.
Sure.
I remember one game. I still remember my stats, boy. I was balling that game. I had 20 points. I had 20 points, 9 assists, 16 rebounds, 3 blocks, and 4 steals.
Ooh, that's a stat line right there.
Boy, now, I was cooking.
How old or what age time frame was that? Was that still teenage, or were you in your 20s? Is this rec leagues, or what's happening?
I was on the school team. I was in 8th grade.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was in 8th grade.
Okay.
And I remember that. I remember because the coach was telling us about our stats, and he said that, and I was like, ooh. Everybody was like, yeah. I remember that because I feel like I did a LeBron before LeBron started doing with them chase down blocks.
Oh man,
I did one of those, and I remember I got a tech called on me.
Why? Could you celebrate it after you blocked the shot?
No, that I did celebrate, but it's how I celebrated. Mm-hmm. So when I blocked him, he fell, and I stepped over him. I'm like, yeah, motherfucker.
You didn't do the AI, did you?
No, I didn't walk over him. I was like, yeah, motherfucker.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I was a shit talker. This is probably why I don't talk shit now.
Because it got you in trouble?
Yeah, I was a shit talker, boy. Like, you try to go for a layup. I'm like, this, you ain't gonna shoot that. You ain't gonna shoot that. Your mama a bitch, too. You ain't gonna shoot that.
Wow.
Fuck you in your... Yeah, I'm trying to throw you off your game.
Right.
So if I'm talking crap like that...
You sound like... No offense, you sound like a terrible trash talker. I know that was 8th grade, but that wouldn't get anybody riled up, man.
Hell yeah, you saying your mama a bitch.
I mean, yeah, but just coming from you, I'm just trying to, I'm picturing you in 8th grade.
Because you know me, that's why. Because you know I'm not a shit talker, that's why.
I know, but I'm trying to picture you back then just angry and upset. All right, so just a few more, just, before we switch it. So, like, 20s, to where you're at now, like tell me about like how sports is, kind of just where you're at today, like how it's affected you.
What made me meet like great people, build great friendships. You, Little Ashley, Big Ashley, Amanda, Lowe's. Well, I knew Lowe's before we came to sports, but we got closer when we started playing sports. Pat, Matt, Tiffany, it really made me like look at things differently. Like you said, I broke out of my shell a little bit because, like I said, I'm a conservative person. I kind of keep to myself,
right? But
I started opening up to you guys more. Feel like I had like a real friendships and stuff like that. Like we was like a real family and things. So that's what, and I know like if I was ever like I needed someone to talk to and things like that, I know I got you guys and vice versa. You guys got me and things. That's what I got of it, and just, still know that I got it, even though when you get to a certain age, like I feel, and I really know what they mean, like when you start getting like, I'm not saying I'm old, but when you start getting to a certain age, your body just
doesn't do the thing.
Yeah. It takes you a little while to recover on certain things.
Yes.
Like, it takes you a little bit to recover on like injuries. Even like you don't gotta be an injury, like your muscles just the body aches.
Right.
And stuff. But I just like, I still go out and do it. I'm not saying like I was how I used to be when I was 100% active,
correct,
like in basketball and stuff, because I'm not active like that. I go around, shoot around every blue moon. But it's just still good to go out there, and it still brings back those wonderful memories and stuff like that.
Yeah. Man, that's beautiful, dog. I love it. I love it. I've seen a growth in you just from the time we met, 10 plus years ago, and you've continued to grow and, like you said, come out of your shell, and all these beautiful people we've had the opportunity to come in contact with.
Yeah.
All those people you named and all the people that, we apologize we may not have named, but have been a big part of your growth and who you are today.
Oh, yeah, for
man.
sure. Yeah,
that's a shout out to you.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Yes,
what
sir.
About you?
Man, I'm going to make it brief. So, born in Kansas, Overland Park, Kansas. Lived in Olathe, Kansas. Went to church on the Missouri side, Kansas City, Missouri. Okay, so I have family that lives on both sides, and we would go to church. I remember being in church, looking across from our church. We had a little park, and there was a little half court, and I always looked over there, and there was always people hooping. So I always wondered about that, and I was like, man, I need to, kind of see what that's about. Like you said, my uncle kind of got me into it as well. Like he Uncle Marlon, shout out Uncle Marlon. He put the basketball in my hand and started, showing me how to dribble and all those things. And man, there was just so many key people along the way. Like my older brother, shout out Tony. Shout out all my siblings, but Tony, as we got, I was probably 12, 13, started to get to that age. He would take me with him to go hoop at different places, different parks around the city, like, different cities throughout Kansas and on the Missouri side as well. So it was always older. He's about 5 years older than I am. And he would take me with him. So I got that experience with older, more mature men. They were younger. They were probably 18, 20. Again, I'm in my preteen and then started to get in my teens. So I got that exposure at a young age, and basketball just felt right. I just fell in love with it. Yeah. The whole team aspect of it, being a part of something special. And once I started to learn like the different positions, I knew I wasn't tall. I was always, featherweight skinny, probably weighed like $110 when I graduated high school. But at such a young age, you had to really be creative in order to get your shot off, because everybody was bigger than I was. So I learned how to, be a point guard. And so when I started to learn like how to take care of the ball, how not to turn it over, how to pass and get it to the right people, it just started sparking things in me like, dang, I'm kind of like the leader on the court. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I control the tempo. And I like that. And it built a confidence like the older I got, playing with church friends on this side. And it's a different demographic, in Kansas City, Missouri. Lots of, like you said, hood, I hate to use hood, but, just different demographic. Let's say that.
Poverty.
There you go. And playing with a lot of people, who have nothing to lose.
Yeah.
And then going to more of a suburb type game where people are, more structured. So I got the best of both worlds being a part of that. And I told people, when they asked like, how'd you develop into the player you were? Because I'm not saying I was great, but I feel like I was pretty good.
Yeah.
And I could go to a court and dominate a game pretty much, because I love to rebound, I love to pass, and I could score as well.
Yeah.
So all three phases. But it was just having those interactions on both sides, being able to really put that game together and saying, hey, I got a little bit of street ball and I got a little bit of, organized basketball. Because I didn't make teams when I was in junior high. I got cut from all those teams. I didn't make the team till I was in high school. And shout out Coach Rice, Coach Church. They gave me an opportunity. I did have an injury. I tore some cartilage in my knee.
Oof.
And I was like, man, I thought that was the biggest thing ever. Like, I finally made a team, and here I go. I get injured.
Damn, I know that had to mess with you kind of mentally too, right?
It did, because it took time to, heal from that. You had to ice your knee. I didn't need surgery, thankfully.
Yeah.
But my knee was swollen up the size of a, just huge. It looked like I had a couple softballs in there. It was crazy. But I remember that, and just being a part of that team though, that high school team, made me want to be a part of something else. And then going through the rest of high school, I kind of got out of it. After my sophomore year, got out of it. I was more into, the streets.
Yeah.
I wanted to party, but I still wanted to hoop. So I stayed in different rec leagues, playing with teams and just doing all different sports. But basketball was my main thing. Like, that was my love. And let me take you back real quick. Shout out to Arapahoe, where we grew up on. It was a cul-de-sac. So my siblings, we would go out front. We spent a lot of time outside, and we played all the sports. We played basketball, we played football, we played baseball, we played hockey, we played tag, anything you can think of. Man, I tell you, that's what honed the skills, man. I'm telling you. It was so much fun. You know, we'd be out there from sun up to sundown with no cares.
That's what's up.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Just good times. But high school was a you know, it was a blur.
Yeah.
After sophomore year, it was just all I wanted to do was party. You know? But still loved to play basketball. Senior year, went to open gym, and I was hooping. And I was gonna try out, and I did the same thing kind of like you did. I got hurt. I hurt my I forget exactly what it was, but it was probably kind of like a growing injury as well because I could not move.
Yeah.
And I was going to try out, and I was like, dang. I knew something special when the coach of the team called me out of the blue. And shout out Coach McFall. He called me, and he said, man, you know what? You know, you've got some skills. And he said, man, I may have an opportunity for you. What are you doing after high school? And I said, I don't know. You know, I had no idea what I was doing. Still don't, you know, but he took the time out like that. That made me feel so special. He took the time out of his day. He came and picked me up, drove me over to a community college, Johnson County Community College. This is a true story. Introduced me to the coach. I got to sit down with the coach, talk to him, chop it up. And he says, "Yeah, we don't have any roster spots, but you can be, you know, an equipment manager." Now, me at that time, being as confident as I was, I took that as a shot. Like, equipment management, I'm better than I'm watching these cats run up and down the court. I'm better than these cats any day of the week. My pride.
Damn.
You know what I mean? My pride. I said, nah, I'm good. So I don't, you know, that's no regrets. I probably would have changed the way I handled that, but it was an opportunity. Because I wouldn't be here today, like you said. You know, in every choice we make, you know, we go in with it with a good heart for the most part. But when we're young, we don't think about those things. When we're younger, we're still young.
Yeah.
But that was crazy when I had that opportunity. But again, just kept playing. One of my highlights. You talked about highlights, man. We played. I was probably mid-20s. This was before I moved to Texas.
Yeah.
And this is still in Kansas. We played in a rec league, and my highlight was I had 48 points one game.
Sheesh.
I was out there balling. And it was just, I don't know what came over me, but the game started. You know, you had your pregame songs. Did you ever listen to pregame music?
Yeah.
You got your hype song?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get
set.
I want to get your top 5 here before we close out. But I know I had my hype songs. I had them ready, and it just, something came over me, man. I had a feeling that it was going to be a good day. And I was a mid-range jump shooter. I didn't shoot a lot of threes, but I could get to the bucket, and I had hops. Like, I could jump out of the gym pretty well. And it just kept going, man. And that was my highlight. I remember that was around the AI time. So you had the bands around your wrist and your forearm, the sleeves. Dog, I felt like I was on top of the world.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
And then after that, we'd go party. You know, so it wasn't very important to me. I wasn't worried about anything, man. And I, you know, had I taken it more serious, who knows where we would be today.
Yeah.
You know, but
same.
I'm thankful because, like you said, you know, through those times, through those teenage, you know, adolescent, teenage, and adult years, I've met so many great people. I'm thankful because a lot of the people that my brother knew and grew up with and went to high school with, they're still in the area. We still keep in contact. We still hoop. And they push me to be better. They're all in business and doing their own things and have families and everything. But those connections are there forever.
Yeah.
And sports has helped me in business as well. Because when you get on a basketball court, like, you have to communicate with people you have no idea who they are.
Yeah.
When you get on a football field, when you play, you know, you get to meet all these people. And people ask me all the time, like, why do you talk to everybody? It's because I want to know somebody's story. You know, somebody may be able to help me out or I may be able to help them out. So it's so much fun getting to know random people. And that's what sports does. It brings people together. Whether they look like you, same skin color, different races, it doesn't matter. There's all different races. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
That's why I love sports. Basketball, football, hockey, I don't care. Table tennis, it doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah.
It brings people together. So that's such an important thing, man. I think kids should always be involved in sports so that way they can get out of their comfort zone, work hard, get discipline, because they don't like their parents telling them what to do.
Yeah.
But when you've got a coach, somebody that can really get, these kids looking differently, at discipline, and when they make a mistake or mess up, because we all do.
Mm-hmm.
But how quickly can you correct yourself?
Mm-hmm.
So that's my story, man. And really, I'm just thankful for it. Thankful to still be able to do it.
Yeah.
When we have our half court games, 21, flag football practice, or just go out and throw the football or whatever we do, I'm thankful for it. It keeps us, still got dad bod.
Yeah.
Not in the best shape I used to be. Now, don't get me wrong. I can still go.
I was going to say, you could still be out there and move.
I can still go.
You still move.
Still take any challengers. I know you haven't challenged me again since that last game, but
I got to get that keypad. Then when they come in, then we go.
So we'll get another recording, but, that's what it's all about, man. That's my biggest thing. Like, that's how I got into sports, and it motivates me to be great. Oh, one more quick story.
What's up?
I had the opportunity to talk to a group of high school young men.
I remember you telling me about that. Yeah.
So that right there, man, is worth its weight in gold right there.
Mm-hmm.
To me, as young leaders, we want to make sure that we continue to pass it on to the next generations. I don't know if they listened to anything I said. I didn't say anything, crazy or anything like that, but the coach, shout out Coach Wright, giving me the opportunity to speak to young men at Marcus High School, the basketball team.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just a few minutes, a few seconds, and it was quick. And I was prepared. I didn't know I was going to be put on the spot, but I was prepared.
Yeah.
I knew this moment was going to come. That's what you have to be. You have to be ready.
Mm-hmm.
And just to be able to look them in the eye and say, you know what? Go be great. Take care of your community. Be a part of your community. Little kids are looking up to you, just like you're looking up to your parents or whoever you look up to. Whoever your role models are. Be a leader in your community.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So that's what we do, man. We go out, we support, and we're a part of it. That's what sports does. So I'm going to continue to make an impact any way I can.
That's what's up, man. That's a dope story, especially you talking to the high schoolers, man. That's really dope.
I appreciate that.
I remember we talked about it, and I told you like my situation when I had to do that.
Yeah.
So that's dope.
It's fun.
Yeah, it is. Like long as you could touch one person,
yeah,
that's all that matters. As long as one person sit here and change, and took what you said, that's why we do it for it, and that's what matters the most.
Yeah, because everybody's got a story.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And everybody's got something to say.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So
for sure,
I'm a good listener. So
for sure.
I'm gonna listen first, then I'll give you feedback.
Feedback on what?
Oh, just in conversation.
Oh, I was like feedback on. So what's up, man? Since we about to wrap this thing up in a little bit, man.
Yeah.
We usually got to do our tops on everything at the end. What's your top 5 hype music to get ready?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I like that. You want me to go first, or you want to go first?
You got it.
Okay.
It's your world. You brought the topic up, so it's all on you.
Hype songs, baby. Okay, this is for pregame, doesn't matter what sport you're doing, but everybody's got the headphones on.
Oh, yeah.
And you get in the zone. You ready. All right, so I'm going to go first and foremost. I'm going to go Busta Rhymes.
Okay.
Tear the Roof Off.
Okay.
That's my jam. Busta Rhymes is my favorite rapper. So he's got to be number 1. Number 2, I'm going to go with Tech 9. Now it's on.
Okay.
Now it's on. Man, I tell you what. You hear that song? I'm ready to run through a brick wall. I'm telling you, man. It gets me hype every time I used to listen to it in high school. I still listen to it to this day, man. Every time. So shout out Tech. Shout out all these artists, man. Okay. Lil Jon.
Okay.
White Meat. You ever heard that one?
No.
Oh my gosh.
No,
Okay, on the way home, you got to listen to it.
All right.
It's got 8 Ball and MJG, Lil Jon, and I'm telling you, that beat drops. Hype. I'm ready.
It was Lil Jon and East Side Boys?
Lil Jon, East Side Boys.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Go check it out. Okay?
All
I need you to listen to all these songs. And
I got you. I can't listen to Tech.
Listen to Tech. That's fine.
I got Buster. I like Buster.
Okay.
I like Buster. Fine. Tech, I just can't get with him.
That's fine. That's okay. Number 4, I'm going to go Lil Wayne, Lights Off. Now, this is throwback Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
Lights off, mask on, green island.
Yeah.
Boy.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Hype.
Okay.
Hype. And to round it out, I'm going to go T.I. Stand Up, which is Trick Daddy, Lil Jon, and yeah, I think that was it.
Yeah, Trick Daddy and Lil Jon, yep.
Dog.
It's a good list, man.
I'm telling you. You hype already, ain't you, Spider?
Exactly.
Okay.
You ready to go hoop?
Hell no.
Okay. All right.
My ankles would be gone.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Who you got, Chris? What you got?
I got Eminem, Till I Collapse.
Ooh, with Nate Dogg, right?
Yep. With Nate Dogg
That's
on
a
there.
good one.
That's what I usually listen to.
Fire.
I usually listen to that. I got Waka Flocka. It's a party, it's a party, it's a party. Hey, I got that. So that's 2. Then
Yeah.
I got this one Big Sean song. It's called Into It. But
Okay.
it's just what he says on there.
So it's the lyrics that get you.
Got me. Because he sat here and said, even if I'm hurt, I don't know, I'm just gonna sum it up. He said, even if I'm hurt, if I'm injured, I'm still gonna limp through and play through it because I'm gonna get through it.
Ooh.
And that was deep to me because I remember my shoulder got hurt and then I was like, I don't want to play, but I'm still gonna play.
You gonna fight through it.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna fight through it.
That's what's up.
So that's what's
3.
That's 3. Lil Wayne, Eminem, pick the world up and I'm gonna drop it on your fucking head.
That one right there,
Yeah, that gets me hyped.
That's a good one.
And then
round it out.
It's a tie between Lil Jon.
No ties.
Oh damn.
You can have an honorable mention.
All right, I have an honorable mention.
Okay. You gotta have a fist spot.
All right. So then it's Lil Jon. If how that song go? What? Yeah. Shit.
That's the
damn. I gotta play it.
Yeah, you gotta find it. Do you know the honorable mention one?
You said the honorable mention one?
Yeah.
The honorable
one
mention
that was tied with it?
Yeah, the honorable mention it's another one to me. This not really a hype song for people, but to me, for my situation, it got me.
Yeah, we just talking about for you.
Yeah. It was Eminem, Not Afraid.
Yeah.
That was got me hyped up.
So yeah, that should be honorable mention. Because this Lil Jon, it's hard not to put Lil Jon in the top 5.
Oh yeah.
Of hype songs. Because that's what they do.
Yeah, him and DMX.
Ooh. See, DMX, you know what? What's your DMX song?
Mine, Get It on the Floor.
Oh my goodness, that one gets you.
Woo. That was the one as a DJ I would use to actually get people on the floor.
I love it.
Check this out, right? Motherfucking East Side Boy. What? The Kings of Crunk. What?
Anything Kings of Crunk.
Yeah.
Yep. What you gonna do?
Hey, you could not play Lil Jon at a house party back in the day. Somebody gonna fight.
Somebody getting on.
Yeah, somebody gonna fight.
There's some fist throwing.
Oh,
sure.
that's why they don't do that shit now.
You can't.
Yeah, you can't.
There's bars and clubs throughout America that are shut down permanently because of the Lil Jon era.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot. Yeah. And them East Side boys.
Yeah.
They was
especially
fire.
when they were like this, represent your shit.
Woo.
Say fuck that. Yeah.
Hey.
You scared.
Stop acting like a...
You scared.
Hey.
Throw your hood up. Now
up. Stop it. See, you're going to have me tearing up stuff in here.
Oh, man. Yeah, that's how that stuff.
That's hype, man.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Hey, that right there is how we going to get your birthday weekend started, man. I'm listening to Lil Jon all the way to the crib, and when you come over to celebrate your birthday, I'm putting on Lil Jon. We jamming.
Oh,
and some DMX.
Oh, yeah.
Get it on the floor.
I'm going to the casino tonight.
All
You want to roll?
No.
Okay.
No. I'm not a big casino guy.
I'm not either.
Unless I'm in Vegas.
I'm not either, but I just want to do something different.
Yeah, man, go enjoy yourself at the casino.
I'm going to bring $50 with me, leave my debit cards and credit cards at home.
I'll throw you 20.
You don't got to do that.
I know, I don't. But I'll make it 25. And if you double it up, then you just give me 25 back.
Bet.
I'm just kidding, man. That was for your birthday.
Appreciate that.
Man. Hey, you ready?
All right.
Let's wrap it up, man. Hey, thank y'all again for all the support. Keep watching, keep liking. Check out where are we at? Where's the update?
It's on YouTube. Subscribe. The update.
Yeah. Subscribe. Check out our page.
Oh, yeah.
Show us some love, man. Hey, we doing this for fun, man. We having so much fun with it. Pretty soon, we may have a special guest.
Oh, yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah, that's coming up.
Y'all stay tuned, man.
All right.
Love y'all. Be safe.
Y'all.